What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. Happy Easter. And before we get into the video, I just want to mention that during the video, and maybe you can tell a little bit right now too, my voice is still kind of recovering from being sick. Like, I got sick a couple weeks ago, like right after Mr. Classic, or like halfway through the next week or whatever. And then it like kind of got better, and then just some, I don't know, residual stuff got activated from maybe the environment, or I don't know, as the weather and everything changes. Who knows? But anyways, my voice is still a little bit down here, and then my, a little bit nasally, and maybe not quite all the way down there. But anyways, let's get into the video. Hopefully that's not too much of a distraction or whatever. So for many of you, this offense might look familiar. And it's pretty much the best tiny offense that I did probably a couple months ago now, and it's just looking to just kind of keep the game going until finally trying to win with a cross victory, which I kind of wanted to do for an Easter video here. We're coming up on Easter in a few days here. Today, as of the release of this video, is Maundy Thursday, which is the recognition or remembrance, I guess, of the Last Supper, and then tomorrow be Good Friday. So I figured, trying to go for that cross victory would be the way to go, especially because my opponent, Mr. Jared Strauss, who was kind of on a little bit of a hiatus, but recently came back, which is awesome because he brings a lot to the table as far as doing building different decks and exploring different strategies and offering them up to the community, which is awesome. So thanks for coming back, Jared. Right as we get into the big tournament season here, and I'm happy to have him on the channel, and he's got his own videos too. I think his channel name is just hymn. Gotta get that N at the end there, as in the song hymn. I won't try to sing for you guys right now. Eesh. But that is his YouTube channel. He's got a few videos on there. I'm sure he's planning to post more stuff. He's been recording some of our playtesting games, which he's been helping out with that as well as I have. So we've been recording some of those for you guys. As we get closer to the release of the set and spoilers are coming out and everything, we'll probably show you guys those, so be excited. Anyways, he is playing an Empty Tomb deck, kind of based on the Resurrection, the Empty Tomb, everything that happens on Easter Sunday, as we remember the things that Jesus did for us, and the significance or the sacrifice that he made, which also included in the deck. Very on theme, but I also realized that I needed something to get through more defenses than just like powering through, or like if they have characters that can just keep on blocking. And like, I guess Red Dragon would be an example. My Red Dragon. Anyways, as we remember his sacrifice and then also celebrate the resurrection, which gives us hope of our own resurrection. It's kind of the sealing the deal. Without the resurrection, our faith would be in vain, and that's Paul's words. And I just want to give some recognition to that as we go into this season. I hope you guys have a good Easter season, spend some time with family, and maybe play a little Redemption, because it's we definitely have some of the Easter themes that just came out in this last Gospel of Christ set. So it was fun to build this deck. I initially had one where it was just like I only use cards that were in like the chapters of like Holy Week, so basically everything from the triumphal entry to the resurrection. And because last year I guess the focus was just on pretty much it was a Maundy Thursday video. It was like on the night he was betrayed, and kind of had a bunch of the Sadducees and disciples and kind of the stuff that we had before GOC was out completely. And so this week I was like, oh yeah, I'll just do like the whole week. But Jared had already posted his Empty Tomb deck list in the Discord, and I was like, this isn't going to make for great content because his deck is pretty solid, and it was just going to be probably a quick game. So maybe at some other point, or maybe next year, I'll have someone else who, or it could be Jared, but I'll just have a more specific prompt of like, okay, here's the level of deck that we're going to be playing. I don't know. Maybe it would have been okay, but I was kind of made the last minute call. I was like, well, why don't I just build a deck that's like really focused on getting the cross win, and I'm going to use a defense that some of you may find familiar. At least most of it is familiar. In about 2 weeks ago, Tyler released a video, Demons and Thieves, call it, or the meta defense, and I was kind of intrigued by that. And then also John Hendricks, he ran a version of it at the Kentucky State tournament, and he was kind of talking to me about it beforehand, and I was like, this defense looks really cool. I gotta check it out. I'm not sure if I'd actually watched Tyler's video at that point, but I did after that. So Tyler, you can thank John for helping promote your channel in a roundabout way. I normally watch your videos, I just hadn't gotten to that one yet. But so John and I were talking about it, and I was like, oh yeah, here's a few things that I might change up, and I might want to add to it. Like there's a limited space that you can work with, because you still have to have a formidable offense in most cases. But in this case, I was like, well, I don't really need a big offense or like an offense that will do a whole lot. And so I got to add in a few of the cards that I was kind of thinking might be fun to try out. So I think like Abaddon, I don't know if that was in Tyler's list, but definitely not Frog Demons or Simon the Magician. And then also Divining Damsel is another option. And I think everything else pretty much was in Tyler's deck, even Kings of the Earth. I'm not sure if he used Babylon the Harlot or not. I think maybe it was in there, and then John said that he took it out, but John was kind of wishing it was still in there. So I was able to find a spot for it, and I think Frog Demons to go and get your Nebuchadnezzar, your Kings of the Earth is kind of neat. And just note that it can't search for Abaddon because it has to be a human king. And Abaddon is also Revelation 9, so Frog Demons can't even ban to him. But Frog Demons can ban to Kings of the Earth, which they can then ban to Messenger of Satan, or the Thief, and then the Thief can exchange for a thief or a generic demon, so you can exchange for Messenger, or I've got Restless Spirit here in reserve. You could also just go to Sordid Spirit, then to the Thief. You could go to Deceiver, and then to one of the Thieves, or Simon, or Damsel. There are just so many ways in which this defense can connect, and which actually, like, especially going up in size like this, adding a few more cards, it increases the number of options significantly to the point where it's actually kind of a difficult defense to play, like, optimally, I guess, or like to always recognize, okay, here's here are the enhancements and the dominance that they've used so far. Here's the the attack that they're making, and the different heroes, the abilities they've got active. Now, what's my best block? And so you may kind of struggle with that a little bit during the game because it's the first time I've tried out this defense, and I think that with some practice, the defense can be a little bit easier to pilot. You kind of just recognize, okay, here are my best options given these cards that I have available. I also added the Restless Spirit, kind of Suicidal Swine Stampede combo, I guess, that Joe Schaefer talked about kind of during playtesting, and then released pretty much right after the set was released, or kind of he made a note of it to the community. Basically, where you just block with Suicidal Swine Stampede, discard it to add Restless Spirit to battle. Restless Spirit takes Twice Afflicted. It's a 2/1, so you're probably going to get initiative to play Twice Afflicted, and then you play Suicidal Swine Stampede as the enhancement side from your discard pile, and you get to shuffle all Lost Souls. So I did end up putting Swine Stampede in reserve, though. You can get to it with, I guess, the Thief. Oh wait, no, never mind. The Thief doesn't go to reserve. You can get to it with Sordid Spirit. You can also get to it with Wages, playing it outside of battle or even in battle, just to grab Swine Stampede that way. You could also get it with Golgotha and Jerusalem. So we've got plenty of options to get it out of reserve, so I didn't think that was that big of an issue. It's not like most of the time, it's not going to be a super optimal turn 1 block. Like if you happen to draw like 5 Lost Souls, or maybe even just 3 Lost Souls, and you're opening 8, then it's definitely would be nice to have. But a lot of times you want to get value on that first block, so I'm going to be looking to block with Highwayman or Divining Damsel or Messenger, get a little drawing right away. And that is definitely something to note with this deck. I've got Lurking and Kings of the Earth in the defense here, so that's a lot of Evil Brigades, a lot of Matthew potential. And so in order to keep up, and not to mention Reverence and Ha on the offense, so I'm kind of allowing a lot of Matthew potential here, which is risky for sure. But the idea is just to, really, I'm going to get the crosswind. So as long as my opponent is decked out, as long as they're going through their deck, then I'm kind of happy with that. And that's why I've got Damsel and Messenger of Satan and Highwayman to try to keep up a little bit. Even the offense is like relatively quick. You can get Legion of Angels out pretty quick and start doing some drawing. Same with Magnifying Multitude. So we've got Angel Appears and Angelic Guidance. So we've got ways to search out angels pretty quickly. And Reverence and Awe, really, it's the deck really needs to have Chamber out early in order to make sure that you don't lose your angels, because you need them for the end game. And so that's why we've got Reverence and Awe in here, just as a way to get to Chamber. It's also searchable by Angelic Guidance. So that's pretty much what we're trying to go for here. Gabriel can get out Angelic Guidance can get out Reverence and Awe. Really don't want to be attacking with Gabriel until you have Chamber. He's kind of the most risky, because once you do have Chamber, you can just attack with Gabriel and get some of your other heroes back from the discard. But Gabriel, there's no other way to get him back, so you gotta be careful with him. So, rest of the... I guess Judas is in here, is really an evil character. He's another one of the connectors for... a human that bands to a demon. So we've got demons that band to humans, or exchange to humans, and humans that band to demons, and that's why there's just so much overlap. So anyways, that's pretty much it for the core of the deck here, kind of the meat. But with Dominance, you might notice that there is no Son of God Second Coming, so we're just relying fully on that crosswind. Okay, maybe not quite fully. Do have Angel Party in reserve. You gotta be careful though if you're playing this deck. You gotta be careful, because Jerusalem is pretty much the only way to get it out, other than Crod's Choice. Crod's Choice a lot of times is going to be a way to get to Chamber, but if you already have it, then either save it for a block, or just if you end up not needing it for a block, then it can be a way to get out Angel Party once your opponent has decked out. But anyways, we've got Star of Bethlehem for speed, using the Heavenly Host and Chamber combo to just poop out a bunch of tokens, and then use Star of Bethlehem. Hopefully with X equals 6, you can do that as soon as you have Gabriel and Heavenly Host, or you can just go for 5, getting the 4 activations of Heavenly Host by going in and out of Chamber. I don't know how much longer that interaction is going to stay that way. I mean, I haven't heard any rumors of changing it, but it just feels weird to me. So it seems like you'd like, seems like maybe the best plan is just to limit the number of times that you can move a hero in and out of a fortress in a turn. Like, just like once. You can move a hero once, either in or out. Um, I don't know. It seems like that would probably be a better way, but as long as it works the way that it does, where since Chamber is incenticide, you can move the Heavenly Host in, and then when you move it out, it comes back into play and then creates another hero token. Or you can move Gabriel in and out of play. He's also a unique nativity hero. So you can make up to 4 tokens, 4 activations of the Heavenly Host, being the operating number there, which means that with just the Heavenly Host in Chamber, we can get up to 5 nativity heroes, which, usually that's enough for Star of Bethlehem. But really, it's all about keeping up with the Matthews and other speed. Like, I'm playing a 57 card deck, so I have to be able to keep up. Like, if I want to get the cross win in time, I have to wear down their defense and also be drawing enough myself. So it definitely takes a while, and that's actually one of the things that Jared and I were talking about after the game, which we'll hear a little bit of. But we were just kind of talking about the viability of a deck like this, which in a tournament I wouldn't try it. It's, I don't know. I was mentioning to Jared that you have to have pretty much a guaranteed like rescue win or like cross rescue, which there are definitely some options out there, but it's kind of hard to balance that along with the I guess the tininess of the offense, or like the offense has to be fairly small so that you have enough defense to make sure that you can block the whole game. And then that also with the speed and maybe a little bit of mill aspects in order to get to the to where both players are decked out before the end of the game. You might need to have a little bit of mill, especially if they're running a card like Wages of Sin or Emmaus Road that keeps on going back into their deck, and you have to have a way to deal with kind of the bottom of the barrel there, kind of the stuff that it's keeps on going back in. So yeah, that's if I were playing this in a tournament, I would you would have to make a few changes to the way the deck works. I'm not sure if this offense would necessarily be effective enough. I would probably want to run Son of God and Second Coming just in case, to try to get up to try to get a few free ones so that I can, if we do time out, then I'm not just automatically losing pretty much. But in this game, as you can already tell by the length of the video, it took a while for us to get to the end there. And I've got a bunch of defensive dominance for blocking. Resurrection, you may have noticed, only bans 2 human heroes, which a lot of times is okay because NT offenses are fairly popular, and so you can oftentimes just ban to your opponent's offense. I happen to know that Jared was playing an empty tomb deck, but that was not really a reasoning for my including the resurrection. For one, it's just thematic for an Easter video, of course, and 2, kind of the main strategic reason is that if Chamber goes down, the offense kind of goes down, and pretty much the only way, I mean, not the only way, but one of the only like commonly played way, I guess, to take out Chamber is Shipwreck, or yeah, I said we're commonly played. Rubble and Dust is also an option, but Shipwreck is the really only one that's commonly played, and that's something that you kind of got to figure out, okay, is my opponent likely to be playing Shipwreck in the kind of deck that they're playing? Maybe have a way to search their deck, like Gabriel or something. You can, maybe even look for a Shipwreck. That'll be the first card that you reserve, make it a little bit harder for them to play it. But if they do have it, then you're going to want to save the Resurrection because it's the only way to get Chamber back from your discard pile. So that is kind of where that plays in. It's just a if I don't think they're playing Shipwreck or any other ways to deal with Chamber, then you can use the Resurrection to go and get Chamber, get it early. It's also nice because you can get Resurrection Revealer as well, get that negate neutrals turned on. Just if you need to slow your opponent down a little bit, you really don't want to slow them down too much because still trying to win in time, and even without the time, it's like the number of turns. Like you have to keep on blocking. With the defense, I tried to get as many of the like crippling blocks as possible. So House Divided and Dragon's Wrath to try to wipe out as much of their board as I can, just to make it so that they can't keep attacking. Just doing a whole bunch of chump blocks, eventually you're going to run out. So you can't Swine Stampede every turn. So that was a difference between this and Tyler's defense. But anyways, that's kind of where I wanted to make a few changes to make sure I could last into the long game. Mayhem is also kind of nice to set up the crosswind at the end if your opponent does have something like Emmaus Road or Wages and they keep on putting it back into their deck. Eventually they'll get to a point where they have fewer cards in their hand, or fewer than 6 cards in their hand. And so if you play Mayhem before activating the cross, then they'll have drawn their whole deck. They'll draw the last cards there, which is kind of a nice way to manipulate that. It's also decent speed if I happen to have a lot of characters that I can put down, which, as you can see, I have a lot of characters and a lot of territory class enhancements that I can use on offense here. Then I can get a little bit of speed to catch up there with Mayhem. Lost Souls lineup is fairly defensive. I didn't really want to do too many counter Lost Souls like Distressed or Punisher or even Dull, because I kind of want to let my opponent go through their deck as quickly as possible. So it's really more of an aggro Lost Soul lineup, which is different than most D-heavy decks, but that's what I figured would work the best. So just trying to keep up with Prosperity and Lawless Galileans to make sure I get to the right drawing evil characters or the right block on turn 1, and also Darkness to help get to the right evil character. I put in Crowds because I was thinking maybe having a little bit of Matthew and insurance is nice, but I don't know if it's really necessary. Also Forsaken I put in here to kind of help my offense get through a little better, but as we'll find out pretty early in the game, it is fairly risky to include in a deck like this. A defense that really likes to band and an offense that also likes to band. Gabriel cannot be negated, but Expatriator can. So it is a little bit tricky. All right, last thing, you might be thinking, Jaden, how do you win with the cross if you don't have any meek heroes in the deck? Well, the Heavenly Host makes tokens. That's kind of what we're relying on. Those tokens are meek, and if you can just keep on making tokens, you keep on pushing them into battle. You can do Gabriel banded to Expatriator, banded to one of the tokens, and if they die, they go to Chamber. If not, then you get them, or then you win. Yeah, so you can just try again next turn if they do go to Chamber. So you do have to be kind of careful about like Distressed and Golden Calf, that kind of thing. I think with enough, if they have enough layers, it's going to be pretty difficult for this to work. Like if they have Crown of Thorns and Distressed, then I might be in trouble because 3 woes can only hit one thing. So that's another reason to maybe use Son of God and Second Coming in here, and for Lost Souls like Forsaken, which can give the deck some headaches. So anyways, that is pretty much the deck. Let's go ahead and get into the game after a quick word about Your Turn Games.
This video is sponsored by Your Turn Games, a retailer of Redemption CCG with various products, such as singles, sealed product, and great deals on bundles like battle boxes and grab bags. They also have pre-built decks such as Challenger decks in the $55 range, Contender decks in the $80 to $95 range, and Champion decks in the this deck just placed at Nationals last year dollar range. They also have card supplies to keep you caught up on all of your gaming needs, and at no cost to you, they have redemption resources such as the latest redemption news, rules, tournaments that are coming up, and redemption content such as this. So head on over to yourturngames.biz today, and a big thank you to them for supporting this content.
Okay, that's my opening needs.
Roll a 3.
I got a 1.
Alrighty. Um, hmm. I think I'm okay with you going first.
All right. Okay, I'll go first. Um, you have a star, and it is the star.
Very nice. Oh, it's not really the star.
Wow.
I feel like at this point, the star is Star of Bethlehem, you
Yes,
know?
that's true.
But it is probably the star ability, so I'll give you that.
Oh, this is a choice. Well, then I have to try to decide on what I want. How confident am I in one of the others? The real question. Um, we will grab that. Reverse on top. So this to the bottom. You got any stars?
I do. Let's take a peek at your hand.
All right, go ahead.
Oh boy. Lots of drawing. Outsiders,
I'm gonna.
Denarius, 40 coin.
Yep.
Hmm. Alright. It seems fun. Then I will go ahead and just discard Enunciation to Prosperity.
Okay. Any more souls for me?
Nope. Sorry, bro.
All right. Well, I'll start us off then. I will. Not sure how much it matters with that. We'll go Denarius first activation.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it from deck. Grab
Too
this
bad
guy.
it's an evil Roman. It'd be kind of cool if it could take Paul.
Yes, that would be cool. I think that was probably on purpose.
Yeah.
It was. It's not completely busted. All right. I will
Like,
put out.
if it worked well with Centurions, you know, like Cornelius and.
Oh, I'm just trying to make
Be cool.
Cornelius work.
Yeah.
There's some funky bands that you can do with Cornelius, except he negates non-axe characters.
Right.
So can't quite do exactly what I want to do. All right, I'm gonna discard Darius.
Yeah, I think the problem is just like the lack of red that works well, because that's kind of what like unites the Centurions is being able to play red, but there's not really much there for them.
No,
in rotation at least.
Not. Unfortunately not. I'll put that down, Jerusalem as a fortress.
Mm-hmm. Pete Carp.
He needs to see more play.
Yeah, being able to go grab John the Fisherman is pretty good.
Any John.
Yeah, well, I mean, but John the Fisherman is, I think, probably the best John.
Yeah, or unless you're doing John the Baptist, you can grab him too.
Yeah. Or I guess, yeah, John the Forerunner. Yeah.
Oh, yes, John the Forerunner. I don't remember his name because I never played with him.
Yeah, just, well, I figured that's what you meant. It's just that when you said John the Baptist, it The only card I could think of was the Disciples one. And I was like, that's not rotation. And then, but yeah.
I gotcha. I'll keep going. I pulled John the Fisherman with that. I don't remember if I revealed it. So
Yeah.
I think we keep going with my acceleration. We will play Crowd's Choice to get
Stinky Pete.
yes.
Oh man, my herdsman is gonna be so good.
Let's see. If you got it, you got it.
You gonna attack with Matthew too?
No, I don't play that card. That's for people who want to go super fast all the time.
You only want to go super fast some of the time.
Only on the first turn. But I guess that's what Matthew's doing. So
Right,
maybe
yeah.
maybe it's just as bad. We'll discard it for the D4.
Mm-hmm.
Round 4. Hey, look, some close.
Even more acceleration. Look at that.
It's replacement. I will discard a card. And drop 2. We will discard John the Fisherman, draw 2. Put out a tap mouse.
Nice. Look at that synergy.
Completely
Or
intentional.
I guess sequencing would be the right word there, right?
Yeah. All right, we'll move that into there. I guess I should write a note here just to make sure that we know that this is a fort. I think most people play it as a fort, but
Yeah, it depends. I kind of go back and forth. It's kind of like, I mean, yeah, looking at your deck so far, like I don't think you're playing James the Fisherman because nobody plays James, but you could be playing Akeem, or I guess I've seen Resurrection Revealer, so yeah, I guess I'd probably play it as a fortress. Like if you're playing a theme that can easily have a negate neutrals, then I think the fortress makes sense. But there's a lot of stuff that hits evil cards in territory these days too.
yeah.
You know, if you're playing like, if I think you're playing Elizabeth or Chamber.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll move to the battle phase.
Yep.
So Resurrection Revealer, attacking. I'm in exchange for an empty tomb human, or take a good dominant or gospel dominant for deck.
When I first read that card, I thought it would exchange for a good gospel dominant. And I was like, this is weird. You have to like band it into battle in order for it to work. But
I think,
as they say, reading the card explains the card.
I think I gotta do it. Pretty sure I'm doing it right.
It's an Easter. It's an Easter video. I feel like you kind of just got to go right for the resurrection.
Yep. I just wasn't sure because I sweat every time I think about the resurrection now because I messed it up with Noah. I'm like, oh yeah, you just go the Angel of the Winds to go and get Noah.
Oh sure.
But he's coming in, and I guess I will just ask for. Well, I don't have to ask for them. It's my turn.
Yeah, you got it. I mean, I guess like exchanging doesn't really make sense if you've only got 2 other heroes that you want to ban to, because then you can just search for the one that you would have exchanged for and then ban them into battle.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is true. Here's one of the surprise cards.
Ooh, nice.
That is a fort.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get to ban 3 anti-humans.
Oh, wait a second. It is not a gospel fortress.
It is. Oh, this is the wrong one. Duh. That's why.
Did you mean
I was
to?
looking at this earlier because the other Bethlehem is both.
Oh,
That's what confused me. Okay, that's a
wait.
invalid target.
Did you intend to have the other one in there instead?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it was that one. I just assumed that one, the Ruth one, was also
Dude, I tried to get
both.
it that way, but they didn't let me because there was no actual like overlapping passage. Like it has to be a quote in order to be
Hmm.
dual testament.
I wish it was. I really do.
Yep.
We'll band in Mary, Joanna, and Simon Peter. So they have to finish their effects before this goes away. So we will go and all these trigger if block from hand, and then they can convert. So we'll start with Mary to negate characters except empty tomb heroes and enhancements. Converts Joanna, block from hand, toss the next. You may convert this card to a meat to draw two. I will convert her to meat to draw two. Did I shuffle? I didn't shuffle. Two. And then Peter, I may convert him to meat. To play a good NT fortress from deck. So we will do that. Um, Luckily, I have one more. Which is probably the one that I should have played first, but that's okay. I will put that out, and then I will and to a disciple. Let's shuffle the deck first. And shuffle. And to John. John, I can reveal a good Dom. From hand to toss the next evil enhancement. Joanna's already doing that. If you block from hand, which you probably will. So I'm not going to do that. And then I can just drop two. So I will drop two. Yeah, the if waits until the thing is clear. So if an empty tomb hero is blocked from hand, if you put an empty tomb hero in play, you may bounce an evil character in that territory. So just bounce Emperor Hero. And that is the resurrection, and that is my rescue time.
All right, that's it. That's all you're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm only gonna do a few things this turn.
Kinda lame. All right. Well, I had to cheat and look at my deck list because I don't know this deck very well. But I'm glad I did because, well, actually, I probably wouldn't have done it either way. But instead of doing, let's see. Okay, so we're negating it characters, except MP2 heroes and enhancements, and you're tossing the next.
Mm-hmm.
And if I block from hand, you get to take a good NT card from deck. Also toss the next. And there's no good gospel enhancement in your discard pile. Okay. Well, I think it's worth it to do the whole blocking from hand thing here. Let's block with messenger, get a D4
Nice.
off the bottom. So move bottom 4 to top of hand. There's a lost soul, which is prevented by resurrection, or no. Okay, yeah. Resurrection Revealer still works because it's an empty tomb hero. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I still draw one more off the bottom. Move bottom 1 to top of hand. Okay. Oh, wait, that was my hand. I moved the bottom card of my hand to the top of my hand. Okay, move bottom 1 to top of hand. There we go. Alright, band to a human. You've got lots of numbers here.
There's a variety of them, yeah.
I think it's still worth that. Do I just be happy with my 4 cards and call it a day?
I mean, they've got to be. You've got to be CBP or CBN, and you've got to have two of them. It's going to be an enhancement where you can
Yeah.
always band into a dude and try and do some crazy stuff.
Yeah. All right. I think I will not band.
All right. So we'll toss the next with Joanna,
Yeah.
and Mary's gonna let me go and take a good NT card from deck.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go spelunking. Um, Man, I wish this Bethlehem was the duel. Not that you're not. Wait, yeah, you made this one. The other Bethlehem. Who made the other Bethlehem?
It was just a regular promo.
No, I thought the other Bethlehem was the one that you made.
Nope. I made the
Well,
cool one.
you did. It's definitely very cool. So this is negating advancements. That's fine. I don't mind that. We go ahead and grab.
Grapes.
Who needs the bounce cards when you just shuffle them all back in the deck?
I mean, I guess that's a thing that you could do. All right. So is it my initiative then?
It is your initiative.
Um, cool. Yeah, I think I'll just let him die.
All right.
You
That's
can,
not a bad plan.
you can have a prosperity.
Nice.
Thought about playing something to see if I could bait out the grapes, but
Ooh, what else do I have in my hand? 13 cards. Feels nice to have speed. I usually don't play decks that are this fast. I mean, Patriarchs are fast, but I don't think they're as fast as this.
yeah.
Um,
See, did you shuffle after grapes?
what was that?
Did you shuffle after grapes? I didn't see that in the
Uh,
chat
I
there.
don't I don't know if I did. I do too much testing, and then I forget to do that when I'm rifling through cards. So
Yeah, I think Tyler's the same way.
yeah, we throw down Nicodemus as evil. So, yeah, let's get 8 cards in hand with pass.
All right, drama 3. No stars. Hmm. Well, let's put down an artifact. I will activate Confusion of Mind.
Yay!
Would you like to discard?
Um, this is the big issue with playing against or playing with Tomb, Empty Tomb, is they get absolutely trounced by Confusion of Mind. I will not. I will not this time.
I mean, on the other hand, they will have a way to get enhancements back from the discard pile if you choose to discard.
That's true. No, we'll leave it up. That's fine.
All right.
Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me.
No, plagiarism as a site.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to draw cards, I think. So let's do Negative Fortress. I'll probably draw a Lost Soul. Okay. And you've got 8 cards in hand. Put down a Simon,
Ooh, nice.
Thief, Gabriel, Multitude. Let's do Plunderers. And let's see, nothing, stopping, searching, yep. I will play an Angel Appears. You have hand advantage, so play an Angel from my deck. Let's go with Let's go with the expat.
All right.
And yeah, I will make a rescue attempt. With the expatriator, we'll go ahead and underdeck Terrifying Beast
Goes to the bottom.
into Gabriel, and we'll negate Nicodemus. Oh wait, he does say this card. I'll negate my plunderers, and I will ban to Let's see if I ban to. Yeah, we'll just ban a Magnifying Multitude. And draw 2. See, told you I'd draw a Lost Soul. And negate evil cards with toughness 9 or greater.
All right. We'll block with outsiders.
Mm-hmm.
X currently is equal to 2 from what I see. I'm
Yep.
gonna say 3, but it's 2. So I'm gonna choose to underdeck Gabriel.
Oh, last time I checked my counting skills, seemed like I didn't have board advantage.
Oh, is it board advantage? I thought it said hand advantage. Where does this? Or cards in play than your opponent. Okay, so I draw X. All right, so we'll draw 2. Okay. All right. It's not what I was trying to do. I guess the souls have come out. Are my neutrals negated? They are not.
Nope.
So I will hand that over to you as long as I can find a lost soul in your deck.
Mm-hmm. Should be at least a few more in there.
I reveal it to you. Reveal to all. Alright, let's I'll do my due diligences and actually count stuff out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, you've got a Dom in hand? That Dom is one Dom in hand? No, you're playing 57, so you have 2 Doms in hand. Second coming, first Son of God are both in your hand. Okay, we got Golgotha, Cross Existence, Less Chamber, Heavenly Host combo for Bethany, Sword Spirit, Crowds. Looks like your deck is big on bans. Gabriel is CBN band, which is nice. So I think the best option for me is to take this, your Forsaken Soul. That way I can force you to Sun God it.
Mm-hmm.
Dungeon. All right.
All right. Well, I am going to play a Crowd's Choice as good.
Okay.
And I will take the Resurrection. I will also play. I'll grab Chamber and Resurrection Revealer. And I will have Gabriel banned to a John, a Peter, and a Polycarp.
Okay.
And let's see, I will not reveal for John, but I will draw 2.
All right. Can I have Dominish?
Yeah.
Okay. we're gonna go grapes.
Yep, that seems good.
Shuffle those. Discard this. You do get the chance to make another rescue.
I believe I can move the malted chamber as well, right? Because that is not harm, but it is defeat.
I think it is defeat. I remember this question coming up in the past. I think it is defeat.
I believe so as well. Heroes defeated. Yeah, the hero is removed from battle because of an ability. So.
Yep.
Alright,
Sounds
we'll chamber him up. And I will. Yeah, I'll make a new rescue with Legion. And I will draw 3.
I think my job here is to burn your resources. You've got 12 cards in hand. That's a lot of cards. It's a grip. Your hand is not protected.
Oh.
So you have the option to be able to discard if I go to Beast, which I can't do that with Deceiver or anyone else. Oh, I really want to do that. Okay, so you're negating my neutrals currently with the Resurrection Revealer. We will.
Don't think I am, because your distress should still be on, right?
Yes, that's right. So
Yep.
distress was up first. We'll go. Oh, this could be incorrect, but try it. We're just having fun. So go to Seaver Duck.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. He must have been in an older variation of the deck.
Uh-oh.
Judas has not been found, but that's okay. We have another target, so we can go this route.
Mm-hmm.
9 and shuffle. All right. Solid Tarsus. You may draw 2 or take from reserve, protect from the next as it played this battle, CVP. So I will draw the 2.
Mm-hmm.
There's a soul. And then is it my regular niche?
Yep. Unless you want to activate Herod's Temple.
No. No. We'll do plot.
Negate and discard.
Yeah, so negate discard Legion. Special niche.
Let's see, these 3 go back. No, that's fine. I'll put them in chamber.
Okay.
Yep, that's that. I will put down Babylon. And, well, I guess with putting those 3 cards back, that means I'm back down to 8, so I will pass the turn.
All right. Babylon, I'm presuming, is a site because it's in the same line.
Yep, and it begins as a site.
Oh yeah, I know my cards. I read them sometimes. Okay, so let's. It's the beginning of my turn, and we do our draw 3. I got a hopper, so well, this stars and stuff go first before hopper and stars. Yeah, this is still valuable to me. We'll use Scattered Star, reveal all hands.
Cool. What you got?
Take a look. So you can see my wares. Oh my goodness, you are not starved for choices. Um, well, you've got no hero for me to underdeck, so
Sorry, bro.
save your. That's all right. I got what I wanted out of it. You have an entire defensive. So I guess I will underdeck my. We'll underdeck Salome. Or Salome. I don't know. I think it's Salome. Let's go to the
Yeah, I
bottom.
don't know.
All right, that's stars. So this will come back.
I just kind of go with the idea that we pronounce pretty much everything wrong anyway, so you can just say it
This is
how you want.
this is true. This is very true. Um, all right, so that's stars. Nothing else to do in draw phase, I believe. So we go to upkeep.
Mm-hmm.
Upkeep. I'm going to trigger, or I'll use Jerusalem.
It's negated by
Random
chamber.
card, negated by chamber, so it doesn't do anything. So
Should have played it as neutral.
Yeah, but you have the neutral negate too. I guess I haven't played against chamber enough to feel its raw power. I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
Um,
pretty decent. I mean, like, it's not quite as good as possessing demon as far as effect, but it's a lot easier to keep around and like, maintain the effect.
yeah, have to figure out how to do that. How do I do that? Questions in my mind. Um, so I can grab that. The issue is getting to the other side. Okay, so we're upkeep. I don't have access to Jerusalem because it's reserved or it's negated.
Mm-hmm.
You go to prep phase. Currently in prep phase, I will play down Bethlehem as um,
A
a
fortress
fortress. Yeah, I think it's fine as a fortress.
seems good.
Leave it as that.
Suppose a few of the empty tomb heroes are Luke.
Mhm. Specifically, Joanna is the only empty tomb hero that was.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
Surprising, but that is the truth.
hmm.
Uh, so that's really what we want. So grab this. Okay. Just trying to sketch the logistics in my brain. Okay, so we still have RTC1, so I can do that. Could also do this. I have my artifact activation, so I can do this. That's nice because it eliminates these options. Your hand is full of orange enhancements, if I remember correctly, as well as demons. So, value propositions. This is probably best. I don't have to worry about that because I have this. If I bring in that, that works to do what I'm trying to do. It's not. So, but this will be. That's probably good enough. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll go. My my heroes are still negated by your confusion of mind. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was missing. I knew it was going to come back to bite me. I do have a humble, so
That's
if I
true.
can him to hand, I'd probably be fine. So we'll go ahead and play down Polycarp from hand. He's negated, so not doing anything right now. We will activate Book of the Law. Yeah, so we'll balance Mary to hand.
Mm-hmm.
Put her back down in territory. We will. Okay, we'll play this as my TC1. Banish this card to play an NT single brigade human from hero from discard or reserve or deck if I reveal a bounty from hand. So we'll go to reserve. I'm gonna grab Mary, Mother of James.
Mm-hmm.
She's protected. This goes to the banish pile. She's played. She's in territory. 7 cards in hand. Cards are CBP in battle because of that. So we will move to the battle phase. Yeah, we'll move to battle phase. We will go into battle with come in first with Gabriel. He is CBN, so I will negate an evil card. The thief, I guess.
Yep.
Negated. He's gonna ban to Gospel Hero, which would be Mary, Mother of James. If blocked from hand, the Gospel enhancements cannot be negated. You may convert this card to meet that any number of females. So we'll go to Mary and Joanna. Still CBP. So if blocked, we'll use Mary. If blocked, pan, take a good NT card from deck. Convert to meet to negate characters, set empty tomb heroes, and enhancements. So, okay, that's my rescue attempt. No, I had to think about that so hard.
Okay. So the block from hand, your enhancements are CBN. And you're negating characters and enhancements except empty tomb heroes.
Mary is protected.
Right.
I think that's it. Oh, I missed the empty tomb triggers. That's okay.
I think I'll go ahead and convert the harlot to an evil character.
Okay.
Or no, so you're still negating mine. No, never mind. Yeah, confusion is negating resurrection revealer. Okay. I will block with Red Dragon. I will ban to a Revelation evil character, which will be Kings of the Earth. I will make him an orange. Actually, no, let's do Crimson. And I will make him a Babylonian.
Okay. Does he count as multi-brigade when he's played with Bethlehem?
I don't think so, but that's a good question.
Because I know they're both when put in play and if player plays. So I'll ask.
I'm gonna move stuff up here just a little bit. Alright, ban to the Harlot, which is CBP because of my humble now. Down to 6 cards. I will ban to Highwayman. We'll draw 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll ban to Simon the Magician. May 34-33. So it is your initiative.
Yep, I'll start resolving triggers.
Or yeah, I guess yeah, do that first.
And I'll do the Bethlehem one last, just in case that is not actually a thing. So empty tomb. I still don't have anything to reserve with empty tomb. So that's still triggered. Block from hand. Good gospel enhancements cannot be negated. If blocked from hand, you may take an empty card from deck. So I was indeed. So we'll go to deck, take an empty card. So we can grab Baptism of Jesus. Others on a shuffle. We'll play as if Bethlehem does not trigger from the Kings, because it doesn't matter, because he still brought in Harlot and Simon. So it'll
Yep.
get one trigger at the very least.
Yep.
Now I think the if will hold at Harlot. So she would be the one that I'd get to negate. I think I'd have a chance to negate anything else.
I think it triggers for both.
No, because it's an if clause, right? So it has to wait until the Q or the all abilities finish resolution.
I think that's only if like for
Attack or
if
block.
attacked or block, yeah. Attack or
Okay,
block
so then it would
triggers.
get multiple ones at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll play as if Kings is single brigade. So I would either get D2s or negates. Negating Simon does nothing. Negating the Harlot could do something, but did you use her? You banded, not discarding. So we'll just D2, I think. Baptism will negate a dragon.
Yep.
Draw two, and I can take a clay card from reserve. So draw two, play card for reserve. Grab authority.
Seems good.
I will play a dominant.
Sure.
We will play Son of God to rescue your humble.
Mm-hmm.
Still got a massive amount of cards. That boots King's back. And then it gives you the regular initiative, I believe.
Let's see, you go back to my hand, yeah. Right, because you negated Red Dragon. Makes me a 27, 28. Or 28, 27, yeah. Alright. Well, in that case... So, damn it, 28, 27. And you are now 28, 32. So I'm just straight up losing. Don't think there's any way for me to deal with that. I'll play Sin and Blasphemy. And I will play this anti-orange enhancement from reserve.
Okay. So this will discard all heroes, human heroes.
Yep.
So that discards Polycarp, Joanna, and Mary. And then it is ETB, so then it would also it would also get rid of?
I don't think it would get rid of Mary because the
Uh,
protection was activated outside of battle.
okay, so she's still here.
Unfortunately. And then we each may draw one from bottom of deck.
Okay.
I will do.
Oh, I shouldn't have showed you. But it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm so used to testing. I'm getting loose on the way that I play. Okay. Well, I'm definitely behind on numbers now.
Yep.
This is CBN, so I can't do anything about the fact that that happened. Well, I think we just do the obvious play. You obviously answered my value proposition with deleting my characters. Actually, oh yeah, Polycarp is still around. What am I talking about? He's not gospel though, is he? Yeah, so he is discouraged. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll just AOC CBN on Mary.
Mm-hmm. Um. So they're all discarded. They're all discarded. And she's still protected, so yep, nothing I can do about that.
All right. Oh, I missed my book trigger. That's the thing that I missed. Silly.
Oops.
That would have helped. That would have made life a lot easier. Because I would have just went straight to AOC instead of doing it the convoluted route. But that's
Right.
okay. I'm not too worried. We got.
We still had to negate Red Dragon.
Yes, that's true. That is true. I did have to negate him. So I'm at 11 cards in hand, so we'll go and pare that down. I will throw out the Deceiver in territory. Gosh, I don't really want to put any of my gospel heroes on the territory because you have the big guy Gabriel over here. Negating chamber would still have its identifier effect, right? To be able to hold angels.
Yes.
Yeah, I figured that's probably true. Okay, so
What are you gonna negate chamber with?
it's just a question. I may or may not have a way of doing that.
I
Gosh.
feel like if it stopped its ability to hold angels, then it would also bring it into play instead of set aside.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Let's throw down the beastie. Meek Peter. There we go. That's it.
Alright. Couple more sad lost souls. Oh wait, I guess they do work because your resurrection revealer is still negated.
Mm-hmm.
I will go ahead and lawless myself. Reveal to all. Top 6. Oh, look at that. Those are some evil cards.
Yeah, star for choices here.
I think we'll take the woes.
Sounds good.
I guess I can do the upkeep on Jerusalem. Shuffle deck, reveal top. Angelic guidance goes to reserve. Let's take Wine Stampede. Alright, I'm going to hope for for the best that you're not running Covenant Prayer. We're gonna play Reverence and Awe. Go get a Golgotha. And I will banish your discard pile.
Okay.
Except Heroes and Lost Souls. And we'll put down the Golgotha. We'll go grab a Sordid Spirit from deck. And bring these 3 dudes back from chamber. And I will yeah, I guess we play Woes as evil. I play it as evil to negate your distressed.
Okay.
Turn my neutrals back, or turn my territory class back on, your neutrals off. And no, put the don't really need to put a lost soul in there. And I will leave Confusion of Mind active.
All right. We will discard some cards for that this time. So 2 good enhancements. I think we're gonna discard yes, so we'll discard Virgin Birth and Untouchables.
Okay. And guess I'll put down Prince and Abaddon and Sordid Spirit. And I will make a rescue. Let's do Expatriator. We'll negate and underdeck. Let's do the Deceiver.
Underdeck the Deceiver. Okay.
Ban to Gabriel. Everybody's EBP. So I'll just target your Jerusalem and ban a Legion of Angels and draw 3.
Alright. Alright. I will block here. Boxes. We'll shuffle your Golgotha.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you have drawn or search, exchange protect lost souls from opponents. It's not used by sensitive, so that's it. I will die by the numbers unless you want to play down.
Let's see. I'm trying to think here. Don't think there's anything I can do about that. So yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead and put down the Heavenly Host and make a token. Let's let's put down Judas and Damsel and down Kings as a Crimson Babylonian.
So I get the I get a few triggers off of that, right?
Um,
I think just the damsel.
oh yeah, Damsel and Judas, yeah.
Yeah, damsel juice. So this I get a D1 from damsel or Judas, and then a D1 from damsel.
Mm. I think I'm gonna go ahead and we can wait on that. I'll put down the Deceiver, and I will. It's risky, but I think I'm just going to discard your Resurrection Revealer.
Okay.
And then I'll pass the turn.
She should be meek. I don't know why she's not. Okay, well, still plenty of bleeding time, or before the top, so we'll draw. No stars. No souls to trigger. So we're doing upkeep stuff. I don't think I have any upkeep triggers. Check. Tavern, Book of Law does not have upkeep triggers.
Yeah.
Doom does not. Temple does not. Jerusalem does, but I can't use it because there's an angel inside of your chamber.
Yep.
So we will. That would be really funny. I should do that, shouldn't I? That would be hilarious. I would laugh. Can I get there? Oh, I can.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I can. That's funny. That's really great. Okay. Man, I might as well do it. That's kind of my namesake. This is kind of the whole reason why what people look for when I tell redemption. Okay, so nothing in upkeep. Looted prep. I will. My books of the law is not negated, right?
It is.
What is it negated by?
Resurrection Revealer.
Okay. So Resurrection Revealer is negating my neutrals.
Yes.
So I will play a dominant. Play Evil Woes. That is not how you know.
Yep.
Evil Woes. That didn't even work. Yep. So Resurrection Revealer is now negated, which means my book is no longer negated. We will put a Foreign Wives in territory. Yeah, we still activate book. I wanted to do something else, but I don't think I can. I tried to work it out of my brain, and I don't think I have the right numbers for it. Sadly, I was gonna do something interesting, but I can't. Just fine. It's alright. So much to think about. So many cards on the board. If only I had a reset of some kind.
That would
Okay.
be something.
We're gonna grab, or we'll use Spirit as a Dove. Go to on Peter. If used by a main character, I can go to reserve or deck. I'll go to reserve. Then grab the sacrifice.
Seems good.
Put that in the discard pile. That's my TC1. Artifact activation. I'm negating your banned abilities, which is nice. The only issue I'm gonna have now is Making sure that I maintain that by in a few different ways. So it's Crimson Babylonian, which means that you have seized in hand, which is fine. They'll go. We'll move to battle phase. I will come in with Gabriel. We negate an evil card. The evil card that we're going to negate is King of the Earth. Probably a good idea. I could also do Divining Damsel because you're going to get a D6 off of Divining Damsel. They have 9 cards left in your deck. Well, we'll negate Divining Damsel. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
You'll ban to Mary Mother of James. If blocked from hand, convert to ban to any number of anti-team females. We'll go to Salome from hand, block from hand, protect lost souls, and this card from evil cards. I'll make my stuff regardless of protect. I think I top deck something from reserve with Book of the Law. Yes. Yep, we'll top deck something with Book of the Law from reserve. Simon Peter.
Mm-hmm.
There, that's just regular Simon. Okay, that is that. I think
That do be that. Okay. I will ask for Dominish.
Yep.
I'm going to play Star of Bethlehem. And I will activate the stars on Annunciation and Star of Bethlehem. So we'll look at your hand.
Okay.
Overcome, delivered, and his sacrifice. Okay. And I will draw 3.
Okay.
There's a hopper. That's for you.
Woohoo.
And that goes back to discard. That goes to discard. That would be interesting. Yeah, I should probably do that and that. I just can't risk it. Alright, I'm gonna play another dominant. I'm gonna play Vayne. And we'll get rid of your second coming.
Okay.
Alright, and then don't have to worry about dominance. Block with Abaddon, and I will negate. Doesn't really matter. We'll just negate your Herod's Temple.
Okay.
My initiative.
It is your dish. You get swine stampeded.
Oh shoot. Oh, I forgot about that. Darn. I will actually. We'll just play Blasphemies, and I will. Um, Negate and discard Mary.
Okay.
And I will go search deck for blindness.
So I'm smaller now. I would imagine I'm just
Um,
for stalemate.
yeah, you're at 921, so yeah, stalemate. Oh shoot, I really messed that up, didn't I? Yep. That's funny.
Alright, well, I think we just have to do his sacrifice.
Yeah.
Convert all evil characters in battle. Gain banish all
Oh man,
non-humans.
I forgot to use the search on Abaddon as well. Oops.
Oh, right.
Um. Yeah. Maybe that would have worked either way. Yeah, that was dumb. Okay.
It's alright. I made a ton of misplays this turn.
So he's banished, and you can have Galileans.
Woohoo! Shadow round.
Oh man.
Alright. So I got 5 in hand. I think we're good to pass.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing I got the Son of God banished, so it doesn't punish me too much.
Yes. We still have at least a round.
Okay, let's not forget about triggers here, and we'll reserve the last card of my deck with Jerusalem, which of course is wages. And I will take. I think I just gotta take wages. Since I forgot to do my search last turn. Woes is evil. I will. Let's just keep it on your distressed.
Okay.
That's all for upkeep. I'll play Golgotha. Go grab a Deafening Spirit from reserve. Put down Colosseum. And play wages, my 1 TC, and go grab the gates.
Alright. I get the D1 off Bethlehem.
Mm-hmm.
I can't negate it because it's not negate the last. So.
Correct. Put down gates. And yeah, I think I just go into battle here. Right. Right. I will go with Expatriator. Kind of wish it didn't have to be an opponent's evil card. Kind of want to just underdeck my own woes. um. I guess I will just negate your Jerusalem again.
Okay.
I will not underdeck it. Ban 2 Gabriel, and I will negate my Judas. And ban 2 Legion and draw 1.
Alright.
Gotta be run out of blocks at some point here, right?
Possibly. Alright, so let's take a look at your discard pile. 12 cards in hand. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Son of God Second Coming. Unless you're not playing Second Coming or Son of God, which maybe, but I doubt it. So those are the last two that you have, I would imagine. Got this big annoying band. Oh, which I love dearly with all my heart. We will. We can do this simple. We can do this simple band or simple block. You get to take a dominant from your deck if I block with more than one with your Legion of Angels.
Better not let me do that.
That is a scary situation. So, all right. So we're gonna go. Terrifying Beast. Discard the character except the Roman. We're gonna discard. Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about him right now. So we're gonna discard your Sword and Spirit. So you get your Beelzebub play. Oh, you can't anyways because it's places it is considered harm. Yeah, so you can't do it anyways because I have the Herod's Temple up, so I don't think I need to worry about that. In a territory, yeah. So Beelzebub doesn't actually do anything. So yeah, we'll discard your Prince into this world. He's kind of the biggest threat on the board. And then you can underdeck a card of Magic Brigade.
Yeah. I will underdeck Frog Demons.
All right. Cool. So that's a little bit of value there for me. I could ban 2
Oh, actually, wait. Hold on. I'm gonna underdeck Wages. I don't need it. Again, I can't play it again, so.
Go to Saul. Saul's going to take an enhancement of a matching gate from Blizzard. You can grab game games.
Yep.
And then I guess I ask if it's my regular initiative.
Go for it.
Scattered sheep.
We'll send them into chamber.
Yep.
Actually, do I send them into chamber? I'm actually gonna let them be shuffled.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna put down Frog Demons.
Hey, do I do one?
Yep. And I will got 10 cards left. Put down Deafening Spirit. And I'll put down Swine Stampede.
Swine!
And then I'll pass the turn.
All right. Draw for turn. Oh, you're playing it as a character, so I
Oh,
get another D2 for D1.
yep.
Draw 3. That's not useful right now. Okay. All right, we'll just make sure that we do this properly. I'm fairly confident in this rescue. I don't sound like a politician. I'm fairly confident we can. I kind of want to just do it because it'd be funny. So it's a draw 3, no stars, no soul abilities. Upkeep triggers are 0. If I remember correctly, no, we got woes, so I have to reactivate woes. If
Mm-hmm.
I take it off of your resurrection revealer, it negates my neutrals, so we'll keep it there. Um, you don't have Swine Stampede in hand anymore. I don't truly know what you have left to play for Doms. So, or no, I do know what you have to play for Doms. You have, wait, me, something's going on. You're not playing Second Coming or Son of God because Falling Away is in your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's your last dominant? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is going on? What are you? Maybe you are playing Son of God on Second Coming. I'm so confused. I don't- it's so unguarding when somebody decides not to play Son of God Second Coming. All right. Well, we know you have Falling Away. I don't know what the last one is. Um, it could be like Led Astray or something weird like that. That'd be kind of neat. It could also be Mayhem, which I mean would be really funny. But
You got me. It's Let Us Stray.
okay. Wait, did I? Oh, I miscounted. Yeah. You have 6 for some reason. No, you have. I thought you have 7. So don't you have 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So Son of God's Led Astray is what I would imagine. Okay. Um, we'll just move forward. I think we can do pretty standard attack here. He's not huge. He isn't either. He's pretty okay. That would be 7, 2. I think that's the right choice. I just make you have to play out of those colors. That's what I've got to do. You don't have a humble anymore. Your hand is protected. Your first enhancement, regardless of protect abilities, your anyway, CBN is tossed. Upkeep, we're gonna go play Gams in
Mm-hmm.
territory. Um,
Is it good or evil?
good, good because it would be negated by Chamber if it was evil. So that would put it down as good.
Good call.
I'm gonna put I'll put John down in territory. It triggers my empty tomb. We'll
Mm-hmm.
bounce Nicodemus. I will make.
Nicodemus is protected by your Herod's Temple.
Oh, it is harm, isn't it? It is harm, isn't it? So I guess I can bounce something else. It would have to be in your territory. Just bounce Prince, I guess, to your hand.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll activate book. I'll sign to Peter.
Mm-hmm.
We will make a rescue attempt. I almost sound so unconfident in the things I'm doing. Gabriel's gonna negate Kings of the Earth.
Okay.
Simon Peter, convert, play Fortress from deck, fail to find because there's none. Ban to a Disciple. Simon the Zealous, negate Lost Souls. May convert this card or reveal a good dominant from hand. If you do, you may choose Evil Human block. We'll choose Kings of the Earth block.
Okay.
And your regular initiative. I guess I get flip of the law trigger, so I can top deck something from reserve. Well, we'll top deck this.
Okay. Let's see here. Your numbers, your 17, 37, or 1727.
17, 15, 27, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna play Lurking.
Okay.
I will ban two, or I guess I just go to territory here. I'll ban two. Oh wait, your Forsaken is on. Darn. Oh, but it's CBP because of Golgotha, right? Okay, so I will ban. But Judas would not be CBP, so I don't ban to Judas. So I ban to Sordid Spirit. I place it on Herod's Temple. And I add man, this defense is hard to play.
It is.
I add Beelzebub
Hey, it's Bubby.
from reserve, and then ban to Deceiver. We'll exchange to reserve for Nebuchadnezzar.
Nice.
And I will toss your next.
Okay.
And puts me at 28, 27.
So both of these guys came from reserve, or one of them came from hand.
Both of them came from reserve.
All right. So, I get a Bethlehem trigger because of Lurking.
Yep.
Draw one. You're tossing my next.
And it is stalemate, I believe.
Okay. We will toss delivered at Kings. I guess that's.
Yep.
Yep. It's -3. I believe that since it was stalemate, it's Urnish.
Yeah, and that brings me down to 25, 24. And see, we said you were 17, 27, right? Yeah. Oh, so I guess I was actually winning. That your toughness was a little higher. Okay. How many more negates do we think you have? Do I need this? Hmm. Yeah, let's see if it works. I will play House Divided.
Alright, negate and discard all dual icon multi-brigade cards, regardless of protect if placed. If a placed is in play, yeah. So that would be everything except for Gabriel.
He's multi-brigade.
Uh, oh, he's multi-brigade too. So that's special initiative.
Yes.
Um,
That's being prevented.
I still have. Oh, I don't I?
No, sir. That was my problem last turn.
We'll
Which I
go.
realize actually that it would have worked because I could have. You would have played that, and I could have played Blasphemies after that to negate Overcome.
Yeah. Gosh, I think that works. I don't know if there's much else that I can do because you're negating and discarding all dual icon multi-brigade cards and multi-brigade cards. So
If it makes you feel any better, that's the all of my defense and territory as well.
okay. All right, yeah. So we'll just say that it goes through. That is that would put that into discard pile. It would put well here. Okay, so before you move anything else,
Oops.
Afterwards, because everything is being discarded, I'll do I'll play some DOMs. So I'll go Second Coming, that was in hand, back for Woes.
Right.
And then I'll play the Woes as good to negate that.
Um. Yeah, it's annoying. Silly Forsaken. Should not have put it in my deck for specifically that reason. it was it was the 8th Lost Soul that I added after I decided to go up to 57.
You almost got to the cross victory. It was close.
Um, let's see. Now your woes is good. Okay, so I guess that puts me at um 26, 25. So we're back at stalemate.
All right. So I will. You don't have any sort of protection or anything, right?
What's up?
You don't have any protection up?
I do not.
Okay. I don't know if it matters, which I do. But that's in set aside, so what we can do here is we can banish up to X evil cards with this, which is equal to my flaggers, which is 3. So we'll banish Kings, Nebuchadnezzar, and Deafening Spirit.
Okay. Kings, Nebi, Deafening Spirit.
Yeah, and then it would be your regular initiative, because I believe I'm defeating you now.
Yep. Yeah, I'll play Blindness.
Okay, negate all other enhancements.
So he comes back, and he comes back.
Right. That would be my initiate again.
Yeah.
So I'll play Overcome. I will not reveal. And we'll just negate. Oh, it's no, yeah, because it's CVP.
Yep.
Because of Hubble. So negate blindness and discard it. Oh, it's not a
Just
character.
negate.
It's just negate. Yeah.
Okay, so that's negated. Minus again.
I believe so. Yes.
Alright, I will play War in Heaven to negate and discard Overcome.
All right. So Overcome is negate and discarded. Okay, so here is what is potentially the coup de grace. We'll play Love One Another.
Uh-huh.
Select up to X evil cards, convert selected humans, bounce the rest. X is equal to 3 again. So X evil humans. So kings, Nebi are converted. And then we will convert. I guess I could convert Divining Damsel into a good character. Yeah. But just Kings, Nebuchadnezzar, and Defining Damsel be converted.
Okay.
And then your regular niche.
Let's see. What are your numbers?
23 on offense, 30 on defense.
Okay. Alright, I will use Gates. And add Deafening Spirit to battle.
Okay.
To negate Love One Another.
All right.
And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
Okay, so what are your numbers?
So 33, 39.
All right, so I think I'm being defeated outright. Yeah, so my defense is only at 30. Well, I think if I had one more battle winner, I would have won this. The Gams would have been really nice, but I need to have played it in battle, so that it was. No, it wouldn't have mattered because the blindness still would have affected it. If
Right.
I had the Gams, I think I would have had this. I think I'm dead. This fast to put it there. Power.
Ooh. Gosh, that was quite the battle.
That was intense. I think you're gonna end up winning this one with your cross. We'll see. Well, you still have to draw one card. Let's see if you can draw one card. Yeah, 4 cards in hand. We'll pass the turn.
Alright, draw 3. I will reserve my top card with Jerusalem. And I will take yeah, I'll take Angel Party.
Oh, it's Angel Party victory.
My 3 woes is evil.
Mine says it's evil good.
Yeah, it should be good now.
There we go.
Let's see. I think my woes has to be on your for speech. Yeah. We'll do that.
Okay. When you're at the end of your upkeep phase, let me know.
That
I guess you don't have
is
to know, but we'll ask for dominant initiative.
that is all my upkeep. So
You ready? This is
nice,
May.
very nice.
All right.
Uh, so I just put random 6 and then draw 6.
Yep.
Uh,
There you go. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
yeah.
Keep going with your stuff.
Um, they're saying I gotta get around to foreign wives, huh?
Yeah.
Let's put down Gabriel, down the expatriator. Let's see, my resurrection revealer is no longer negated. So yeah, it would be negating your neutrals because of my woes was on your distress when it was unnegated.
Right.
Man, that's kind of awkward. I don't know if I can get around your wives or not. So let's just play Angel Party, and I'll pass a turn.
All right. Draw for turn. Don't. Upkeep triggers. I guess I do. We'll put woes on your Jerusalem,
Okay.
and then
Wait, my Jerusalem is evil. Oh yeah, you're right. Your was is good now. Yeah, yeah.
I guess we go rescue attempt with John. No reveal. Draw. No draw.
Hmm. Tossing the next, huh?
He doesn't get to toss the next because I didn't reveal
Oh,
Dom.
right, yeah, yeah. That's right. You should be out of dominance, I believe. If I did my math correctly here. All right, whatever. Judas, banned to Swine Stampede, which I will discard to add Restless Spirit to battle, and I will take Twice Afflicted from my reserve.
Okay.
My initiative.
We will. I guess we're gonna twice afflicted. What are you gonna use twice afflicted for? You're gonna use it for Swan Stampede. Discard all your cards to shuffle all certain territory. Band is not negated because I don't have Forsaken up. I could negate Judas with Bethlehem, but if you're going to use Restless Spirit to destroy your first line stampede, I mean, you could also use it for the other one that I don't really want you to use. I don't know what you're going to do. I mean,
Well, negating Judas wouldn't do anything for you because I already exchanged.
yeah. So I mean, if it's fine stampede, getting rid of Restless doesn't do anything. So yeah, we'll pass it to your regular dish.
All right. Um, I will play Twice Afflicted and House Divided.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. All right, so multi brigade and dual.
There goes my Angel Party that day.
No.
Discard. Gabriel will go to chamber. Judas will die. And woes.
Oh, Patmos. All right. Well, I think that's a successful rescue for you, or a block.
Yay.
I guess we just pass.
All right.
Okay.
Suddenly all my upkeep triggers have disappeared. I suppose I could be making some Heavenly Host tokens by moving them back and forth.
Does that work? Because set aside is still in the play area.
Nope, because it's or set aside is not in play. So
It's
if I
weird. Mark,
go
the way that it's just a weird way the Marcus described it to me.
basically, or yeah, so I can move my Gabriel back and forth and get 4 triggers on the Heavenly Host.
Right. You also, but set aside still matters for Unity, right?
Yeah.
That's weird.
So you still control them in set aside.
That's okay. That's what it is. Okay.
Um, all right, you've still got 4 cards in your reserve, which um, let's see. I'm sure one of them is that card. Um, all right, let's activate the cross.
Yeah.
Let's rescue with the expatriator. And I suppose I should make a separate token here. I'll ban to, or I guess expatriator will negate Saul. Yes.
Okay. All right.
Well, actually, no. Let's just negate my kings of the earth because that can actually, or it has to be an opponent's. Yeah, negate Saul.
All right.
Gabriel will negate restless spirit. Um, and ban to a heavenly host token.
Okay.
What you got?
Well, I do have blocks, but I think for the sake of time, I'll just I'll just let you rescue. So the uh the thing I don't have any offense, so I can't win anymore.
Yeah, I kind of figured
This
that you
this is my hand.
probably didn't have heroes left. I assume you had unsuccessful in reserve.
Yes, yeah, I
Okay,
still had unsuccessful. Here's my reserve. I did have a hero. I just had no feasible way of getting to it anymore.
right.
So what I was hoping you were gonna do is just straight up block uh
Just Swine Stampede and your Mayhem.
or like John block John with like Bubby, and then when you when when Bubby blocks, I just let John die, and then I could turn this over on the next turn, and then maybe have a chance of winning.
Oh, sure.
So,
That,
but
yeah.
never came to fruition, and you never blocked from hand, which was unfortunate.
Yeah, once you played the AOC, I kind of just was willing to put everything down,
Yeah,
everything else down.
well, that was a good game. It went on forever. I think there's so much to think about.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm just gotta do the math here. Let's see. Get that one, that one, that one. All right. 18-4. Good game. Oh wait, no, you can't rescue angels. Oh darn. All right. 13-4.
What dominant am I missing? You had one Crowd's Choice Resurrection, CM, Death.
I did have mayhem.
Oh, it was Mayhem. Okay, I
Yep.
was like, ah.
Yep. When you when you looked at my deck before and you were like, "Oh, you've only got 2 dominants. Must be Son of God and Second Coming." And then I played Crowd's Choice, and he didn't say anything. I was like, I might have slipped it past him that they weren't in here.
I didn't pay attention enough. I figured it was a cross deck. Um, After I saw like the sheer number of your defense,
Yeah.
so I was like, oh my goodness, he's gonna try and and get me with a cross victory. I almost got it. I think that big turning point was the uh you dump most of my heroes into my discard pile. I can't remember what turn that was. I had to. I think I should have left Confusion of Mind up
Mm,
because Untouchable Virgin Birth really mattered
yeah.
in the very end, and I couldn't get any of my heroes back because all my ways to get them back, which is weird. There's so many in New Testament to be able to recur heroes,
Sure.
but I couldn't get to them because you never triggered the empty tomb.
Huh.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't much like that card. Empty tomb doesn't feel that great.
Yeah. I mean, like, mm, I don't know. I mean, like, it's a good way to pretty much guarantee your blocked from hand triggers as long as their defense is smallish. But I
You
guess
just had the numbers.
a big defense is going to be tough to do it, and then you also have to be able to bounce your enough of your heroes. Like I feel like a empty tomb deck might need to run Book of the Covenant and Oath of Purity. You can
Yeah, I
book
was
Inherit's
considering
Temple,
that.
then yeah.
I opted for Jerusalem to be able to do. Oh, I never moved my book into Herod's Temple. What am I doing? I
No,
must
Book of
have
the
been
Law can't
confused.
go in there.
Uh, can't it? Isn't it a Herod's? It's not,
Nope.
is it? What is it? Is it Book of the Covenant?
Book of the Covenant is Herod's Temple, I believe.
Okay,
Pretty much like that and Temple Vale are like the two that
that's
actually
what
matter.
I missed. I must have read it as Book of the Law that fits in Herod's Temple, which is why I was running that plus Send the Helper so
Mm.
that I could throw both in there because book is it just
Oh,
pairs really well with the offense.
actually, no.
So
Book of the Covenant does not. That's
oh, it
right.
isn't. Really?
Uh,
Book
yeah.
of the
So
Law?
it's pretty much just Golden Cherubim and Temple Vale are kind of the only relevant ones.
Why? Why did I think it was a Herod's Temple artifact? So looking at temple artifacts, maybe I just
I
didn't
guess
see it.
Windows of Narrow Light, depending on who you ask, could be relevant,
That's that was here.
but
That's what
nice.
it was. That's what I mixed up. I could have, and that would have helped. That would have helped a lot with a few of my rescues.
Mm,
I couldn't activate it though because I needed to use book to balance. But I could have just stuck it in my Herod's Temple. That would have alleviated a lot of the stress for some of the last rescues. Because I did have three meat characters. So and
right.
my stuff was CVP by Humble, but it wouldn't have mattered because we wouldn't have had to go through that entire negate war. Um, a lot of your stuff is not CBN or CVP, so and it couldn't
Yeah.
be caused by Coliseum.
There were a couple moments where I thought about playing Falling Away just so
Was
that the humble count, right? Like because we were off by, or I was off by one. I was like, oh well. I mean, I guess if I play the Falling Away, I get down to one, and that'd be fine. But I was like, I just feel so bad to use it there.
Mm-hmm. Man, well, I think this deck it definitely has chops. I think it can do what it wants to do if I pilot it better.
Yeah.
But again, I just feel like it's a weaker version of Bethany Trio. It
Yeah.
demands so much more of you to play it, and rather than I could just go Bethany, I don't have to worry about DOMs. I'm negating evil cards. They're all CBN, and I'm taking a card out of your hand each turn. So
Right.
Book is nice because it still triggers off Bethany. It doesn't. There's nothing that's stopping Book from triggering off Bethany, and I can play Windows and Narrow Light with that if I really want to. I don't think you need Windows and Narrow Light in that, but Windows and Narrow Light makes Marcus really happy um, because it's really, really confusing to rule, like to rule for.
Yeah,
Like,
because when you activate it kind of mid battle, or that it turns off mid battle.
yeah, because it state checks true or false, right? So every time that it re-triggers true, it renegates. And
Yeah,
so it flickers constantly depending on the situation, and it creates just this weird sequence of on and off negating.
yeah.
So
Which, yeah, I mean that is kind of could be kind of cool with all like the add to battle stuff. It's like
yep,
riding, um, right on victoriously and good seed.
that's the patriarchs list. That's the
Yeah.
one that I sent for the Rossetti list.
Hmm.
That's what that's doing. And it does it pretty well. I haven't been able to fire it off on somebody yet. So, well, cool.
Yeah,
That was fun.
yeah, no,
I
and
really felt like I had a chance of winning. I just think it was piloting errors.
yeah, and I mean in a tournament you definitely would have won by timeout. So
That's true.
yes, in the I think we went about 30, or I think it was about 2 hours.
We were 2 hours, yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been 30 minutes over the Lackey Grand Prix time.
Oh boy.
Um,
What do you think about cross victories and I guess TC1?
I feel like, I mean, I think that there's, I mean, yeah, this deck in particular, it doesn't really have like a cross, uh, like battle winner. So really, it's just push out big numbers and angels and end it with a meek character,
Right.
and then if it doesn't work, then try again next turn. Um, which I mean, that's never going to win in time. I think in order for a cross deck to win in time, you have to bake in a cross battle winner, so something that can win with the cross active, or like almost guaranteed, because even through all of the defense that your opponent's going to have. And then also, I think it's just got to be fast enough and maybe have a little bit of mill. Like, I think having a plague of hail, um, or something with some Exodus stuff would be the way to go.
Yeah, I could see putting like a Moses in there, even if it's friend of God
Yeah,
for the star effect, and then you can use Pharaoh's daughter to get him out. Gives you the fodder for the plague. So
yeah. I also think, like, I think this defense is pretty good for it. Um, it doesn't use any negated enhancements or enhancements with negated ability except for Dragon's Wrath and Reserve. And um, it's got it can last quite a long time. It's got a lot of banding. My one concern is just not being able to run Sheol to have that extra add to battle. Because you've got Gates, which is good, but I feel like a deck that really needs to make sure you get every block has to be able to run both.
did you have an additional negate after the one that you had in hand for Gates? The
The Deafening Spirit that I added with Gates.
yeah. Did you have another one after that?
Um, I had just Hurling Insults and Seized by Babylon, so they would have. Um, so as long as you didn't put me in special initiative and didn't leave me with a Crimson Evil character, which it seems like you were on top of doing,
I
then I
was
don't think I had anything
yeah.
else.
I was considering so that with that final play that we had on that last turn, I was considering using um love one another to bounce the deafening spirit to play mayhem.
Hmm.
Uh,
but you had gates, so you could just discard till you got back Deafening Spirit,
Right.
uh, and then play it in battle. So,
Yeah.
but I think you had like 6 cards in hand and 1 in deck, 3 in deck. Yeah, 3 in deck because you shuffled the angels. So it was a gamble on if it would work.
Yeah.
I guess I could have done that, but I don't know. You also had to go to reserve again with Restless Spirit if you wanted to add that one to battle. So I don't know if you had another negate in reserve. So
Nope. I had a Deceiver, Legion, Angelic Guidance, and his Sacrifice.
so that was it was good. There's a lot of I think there was a lot to learn in that rescue, and in the battles that we did. The
Yeah. That second
Red
coming to
Wall,
3 woes. That was brutal.
yep.
Uh,
I mean, it was the only way for me to extend that, and I think if I did it again, I could probably win that, but we'll see. It depends. Your defense was so stacked. I think against a balanced defense, even I probably would have won that battle.
oh yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, that was. I should have played House Divided a turn earlier. Um, yeah, because I was about to play it, and then I was like, oh shoot, he's got Humble, so you can play Overcome CBP, but I would have been able to negate it with Blasphemies and still get it through.
Right.
So
Yeah,
yeah, it was silly.
those were the nails in the coffin, man. You had a house divided, which thankfully I got rid of, and then blindness. Those were the two that did me in. Blindness because it stopped my gams.
Yeah,
That was cool though. It was a really cool fight.
yeah,
Awesome.
great
Well,
game.
yeah, thanks for the game.
Yeah, thank you, and yeah, happy Easter.
Happy Easter.